From professional sports stadiums to dusty sand lots, from city parks and town squares to small village churches, from cultural centers to hospitals and clinics. Sports and Cultural Exchange International is taking the love of Christ, the gift of salvation in Jesus, and the truth of God's Word to the world. SCEI is a non-profit organization that sends teams of born-again believers on short-term mission trips into Latin America and other parts of the world.
In 1955, my husband Jim Gordon led a group of men into Tijuana, Mexico to play softball and to share the gospel with whomever they could find. We never dreamed that the harvest was so ripe and that so many would respond. From that first ministry, God has blessed our efforts, and SCEI has become an amazing tool for His kingdom.
The ministry of SCEI has two main goals. The first is to fulfill the Great Commission by going into all the world and reaching people with God's Word. The second is to be a shepherd to those who serve beside us on these ministries, helping them not only to grow in their faith, but experience a deeper personal relationship with Christ.
Before I went on my first mission trip with SCEI, I had no clue what God's love truly meant. My life was the bubble that I'd made it. After 3 ministry trips with SCEI, I have now joined a long-term missions organization and will be serving full-time in Asia.
Originally, SCEI focused entirely on sports evangelism. It has now developed into a multicultural exchange, including music, Bible school, medical aid, and much more. SCEI utilizes teams from colleges, churches, and forms teams of their own to compete with and minister to teams in foreign countries. During the halftimes of these games, we present a gift to any dignitaries present, share testimonies, and give a clear presentation of the gospel. Through the friendships that are formed between players, children, and families at the games, we have an opportunity to share the light and love of Christ. For those who respond to our invitation to accept Christ or express the desire to learn more, we obtain their name and address and give it to our partnering local pastor. We also have Spanish Bible studies on our website that can be utilized to help disciple new believers.
Sports is a common bond that breaks all cultural barriers. People who won't go into a church will come to a baseball game or basketball game. People who are afraid to talk with a pastor can identify with a ball player. Through sports, we gain the respect of a country. Through respect, we earn friendship. With both respect and friendship, we have a platform to share Christ's love.
SCEI also uses music to share the gospel. Millions of music CDs come from the United States and go into the international market every year. It's a fact that the entire world speaks the language of music. In Latin America, it's a key part of the culture. SCEI has brought together a team of professional musicians to minister at many different venues. They minister alongside the sports teams at games and with the players at devotional times. They travel to churches and youth groups in foreign countries. They also minister in churches and Latin congregations in the U.S. Occasionally, they play in large public stadiums, town squares, and city parks. At each venue, the music team shares the gospel through music and preaching.
Through our music ministry, we have been able to relate to many young people and have seen them draw closer to the local church. I have even seen churches form from the response of our concerts, specifically in the city of Luperon in the Dominican Republic. Music is an amazing way to reach people for Jesus.
The SALT Ministry is a 3-week summer program that was created to accomplish 2 goals. The first is to train high school seniors and college-age young people to become leaders by using their talents to serve the Lord on the mission field. The second is to reach school-age children through the use of Bible programs. Week 1 involves training at the SCEI headquarters. The team's members learn foreign language skills, practice skits, prepare materials for vacation Bible schools, and learn Spanish songs. Ultimately, they bond together to form a strong team ready to serve on the mission field. The second week is spent in a foreign country. This time is packed full of multiple sessions of Vacation Bible School, where the team interacts with and teaches valuable biblical lessons to the children of that country. During week 3, we continue Vacation Bible School and add sports and music ministries to the schedule. SALT is a fast-paced, high-action training experience for young people with a passion to step out and reach others in a hands-on way.
By reaching the children, we also reach their parents, and as a result of this ministry, many families become involved in their local churches.
Ultimately, the SALT ministry touches the lives of everyone involved, the team members whose eyes are open to the need to share Christ's love, and those we reach with God's message. Through our initial avenue of sports, many other opportunities have become available. SCEI has been able to take medical teams into foreign countries to treat many different illnesses. Our main purpose, however, is to introduce each individual to the master physician and encourage them to invite Jesus Christ into their heart. SCEI recognizes that without God's power, we cannot rise above our limitations. That is why we have a traveling prayer team, as well as designated prayer warriors at home. This vital ministry lifts up the SCEI leadership, individual ministry team members, and those who are impacted by all other SCEI ministries. Churches we network with are growing and are in need of buildings, classrooms, and bigger sanctuaries. SCEI has the opportunity to send construction teams to help meet these needs. Many countries have had disasters or are simply poor and lack many necessities of life. SCEI teams are able to take extra supplies to them to help in their everyday lives. The world of foreign short-term missions is the door to an adventure of a lifetime. Ministering in foreign countries provides many opportunities to experience unique cultures, to see the incredible beauty of God's creation, and to face extreme personal challenges. All of the ministries that SCEI performs work together to win, train, challenge, and involve people in God's plan of spreading the good news of Jesus Christ to all the world.